you got to have that, your first one right out of the gate in Bellator, right?
What a freaking introduction to a new promotion. I have like one of the toughest chicks in the entire division.
Um, unless I'm doing the math wrong, you got a 10-8 from a couple judges, right? So
yeah, I was a little surprised. I tried to utilize elbows, but I was a little surprised of a 10-8 because she did a great job of tying me up and staying in good position. And, like I was really impressed with her ground skills and her ability to like shut down my offense. I really wanted a lot more offense than what I did.
That said, the first 2 rounds, I mean, pretty much kind of a mauling, right? I mean, you really took it at her in a lot of different ways. Was that part of the game plan, I guess, was to come out and just kind of be aggressive and try and get after her early and for any reason whatsoever?
So no, I just in my head, I scouted her. I knew how tough she was. I just expected the entire fight to be a high, hard pace from both ends. So that was the pace that I expected. And I knew either she was going to set it or I was going to set it. But even if I was the one who like pushed the pace there, I knew she'd be game for it.
How many knees did you throw there in that second round with about a minute left?
Oh man,
felt like a dozen.
Don't ask fighters to count. I'm good at punching faces. I'm decent at math, but man, in the cage, I was just like, I could hear him warning her, and I was just trying to get a finish, but God dang, she's freaking tough.
And obviously, you felt the toughness early on in the third. So I guess,
yeah.
How bad did she clip you? How were you hurt badly at all? And was that just a matter of righting the ship and getting your wits back about you for in the few seconds that it took you, and then getting control back again?
So I didn't feel it any worse in the third because when she connected in the other 2 rounds, like she hits hard, like I felt both of those too. It's just that one I was like, all right, she's got to get a knockout and she's going to try. So I better be really intelligent.
Mm-hmm. We talked a few weeks ago in San Jose about the Cyborg situation. We talked about it again a couple days ago. Now that you've got this one, you're past it. It's under your belt. Now you got to have like a goal line, right? And if she's not here and you don't know what's going on with her, what do you kind of use for what's the end zone for you if you don't know what's going on with the champ in your new division?
So I think it would be great to beat Cyborg to be the Bellator champion. Like that in my heart is what I kind of, when I came to this division, like that is what I'd set my heart on. That to me is like such a worthy accomplishment, and I have total respect for her and I still want to beat her. But man, if she's making different decisions as far as financially or what direction, I can't sit around and wait. I'm not 22, I'm 42. I'm going to fight who they put in front of me, and the division shouldn't wait for her forever. She's a dominant champion, but like they should have a real belt after a certain period of time. And then she should have to come back and earn the belt. I just think that like, for me, I think of it like I'll fight her sooner or I'll fight her later. That's just.
Where do you put her? Not to pivot too far away from what you just did in there, but where do you put her, I guess, in terms of the all-time greats on the women's side of things? I mean, obviously you want to beat her. I mean, is she number 1 for you? Is she number 2?
I never really thought about it. There's been a lot of really amazing women fighters. So I think like top 3 to top 5, it's just tough because when you have different weight divisions and you have people sometimes fighting at 140 and, like you just never know. Sometimes she's fought girls who were truly 135ers, and those wins are a little bit different than fighting another solid 145er. It's just different.
So then speaking of the weight, last one for me is how good did you feel in there this week at 45 compared to all the years you spent at 35? And then how much nicer was the first, the last 4 or 5 days leading up to tonight, knowing that you didn't have that extra 10 that you had to worry about?
Yeah, I can say not dehydrating absolutely made a difference. Not in my mindset, because in the third round of every fight, I'm like, we got to go. But when you're hydrated, I'm telling my body, we got to go. And then it just freaking went, so that's a huge difference. And to me, like maybe I should have made this decision earlier. I don't know. I always felt good at 135. But now that I'm at 45, like I know I'm strong enough to handle the difference in their weight. And I just stay where I feel the best. I probably weigh 146 right now, but I move the best and my body feels good. And I don't care if I'm like 4 pounds heavier, 5 pounds heavier. It's just where I fight the best. Yes.
Hey, Sarah, Kay Williams for Can Chronicles Media. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
It seems as though you and your team really read the scouting report on Arlene, because you were basically able to take away her strong suit of stand-up. Can you talk to that?
Oh, I mean, my team and I have the utmost respect for her striking and her toughness. We knew that going in. We knew the second they offered me the fight, exactly where the battleground was going to be. And we're not like oh no, we have to avoid that area. We got to take it here. We're like, we're going to win it in her area, and then we're going to crush her in our area. And that was the only option. So that's what we've been training.
What are some of your takeaways from tonight's win, even though you won, excuse me, as far as maybe loopholes in your game, things that you want to improve for the next match?
I still feel like I would like to work in my range better. I feel like I would like to close the distance a little bit faster. I feel like I'd like to get my angle a little bit better when they're attacking, things like that. It's all small things. I've been doing this for a really long time, but those little tiny things, the which way I circle, stuff like that, like all of that makes a difference. But overall, I was really happy with my performance.
And one last question. Was there anything about Arlene's game tonight that may have surprised you out there?
She tied me up really well when it came to the grappling. Like I'm usually able to hand fight and clear my arms. And she was just very intelligent in how she kind of stymied me a little bit. So I was definitely impressed with that. She's strong as shit too. Sorry, I shouldn't cuss, but she's really strong.
Congratulations on your Bellator debut.
Thank you. Thank you. And can I say something? I love you, Hawaii. I'm 3-0 here, and this is one of my favorite places to fight. And it's not just because it's gorgeous. It's because that this fighting warrior spirit, and it gets my blood pumping. So I want to come back here more. I want to train more. It's a great place.